Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, a new version of Golari Rock. So, namely, this Golgari deck, which has been a very strong mid-range deck, has found a new inclusion, I think. I found a few deck lists that has the one-off, and I wanted to see whether that actually makes a difference or not, and that is Mr. Bramble Familiar. He's actually a very fun card because of the fetch quest. Now, remember for the Invasion of Alara that this card was almost an MVP in just kind of bringing out the invasion and then triggering the invasion and all of that. Or actually bringing out from the invasion and then triggering the invasion because we can bring back a card that then removes all of the battle tokens, battle loyalty, I don't know what those are called, but, and the idea is that with Bramble Familiar in this deck, we can activate the fetch quest, mill 7 cards, and then put a creature, enchantment, or land onto the battlefield. Cards that could be milled like Virtue or Sheoldred will have a big swing in the tempo game. And the deck also runs all the other Golgari cards that kind of is able to held on to the mid to late game against held on to until the mid to late game against aggro decks. It's got a lot of removal. It can answer enchantments, believe it or not, which is a lot of the decks that I like to play, they kind of struggle against that. Right, so this is the new deck list that I found. We have 3 cutdowns, 1 Duress. In the early game, there's a lot of removal, a little bit of anti-control synergy. We don't want too many Duress in the deck since we don't see a lot of control decks. If you see a lot of control decks, you can kind of make the 2-2 instead. And then 3 go for the throw, 2 Tenacious Underdog, 1 Bramble Familiar, 4 Mosswood Dread Knight for that card draw, and 1 Tear Asunder if you want to just have a removal in your back pocket whenever you need it. Then in the 3-drop, we got 4 Graveyard Trespasser. I always love to have Graveyard Trespasser. And any deck with 4, I would like to try that out. And then, of course, 3 Liliana to really get the tempo on our opponent. Force him to do something. Liliana is a very good anti-control card because our opponent has to do something. And then we have 2 Glissa. And then 3 Sheoldred and 3 Blossoming Tortoise to either, force our opponent to play cards or they die from the burn, or force our opponent to play card or they die from the turtle tortoise that makes our land keep coming back and make our land having abilities more important. And even better than that is the fact that this is a creature turtle, even though it's a tortoise. I don't know if that's scientifically factual. I don't know enough about biology to say that turtles are not tortoises. I thought they're not. And then we have 2 Gix Command to really force the issue with a lot of aggro opponents. Actually, end the issue with aggro opponents because we get life gain, we get to wipe their board, and we get to pump our board with the post-on counter. But if we have a lot of creatures in the graveyard, we can also bring 2 creatures back. And then we have 2 Virtual Persistence for the end game. Constantly bring things back. Virtual Persistence is so good against black, red, or blue decks. They can't really answer an enchantment on board, and we'll just keep bringing things back. And because we're a Golgari deck, of course, 26 lands. We got 7 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 5 Forests, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Llanowar Wastes, 2 Restless Cottage, and 2 Mishra's Foundry. Now, if you want to go risky, since this is best of 1, I'm a little bit scared about a lot of aggro decks, so I have more basic lands. But if you want to go risky, you can cut a swamp, cut a forest, add in 2 more Restless Cottage, and then you can cut another swamp, cut another forest, and add in 2 Mirics if you want those as well. But for best of 1, I just really wanted to see whether the base deck version will be good enough or not. So let's go and try out this deck. The Golari Rock, version 2. Alright, that was a fast ready. Let's see who our opponent is. We're playing against Nixus with 3x. Yikes. Too many X's. That makes it that good. Opponent goes first. We got a tap land. This is not going to be fun. But we got enough 2 drops to justify a keep. I'm going to say hi. Alright, mirror match it is. I don't like mirror matches. Oh man, the mirror highs too. Forest, Dread Knight. Well, I mean that does force him to play something, and I have nothing else to play. Why did he play it instead of drawing a card though? That's kind of weird, huh? I didn't want to play an underdog because their turn 3 could be a Liliana. And I'd much rather them taking turn 3 off and drawing a card. So that now their turn 3 turns into my turn 3. I too can draw a card. That's not a good card. But at least now I know that I wasn't going to draw a land next turn. I really should put the end in the deck, honestly. This is... Now we're on 3 lands. I can draw another land. Or I can try to draw another land, fail, and then quit the game. 26 lands, we're going to miss land drop. Alright. Goodbye. I mean, we haven't finished the game yet, but I don't want to play a game out where I only have 3 lands in a 26 land deck. Onto our opponent's turn 5. They did not miss a land drop, and we drew 3 extra cards. That was typical arena experience. I also don't like mirror matches. Mirror matches has nothing to do with skill, it's all about luck. If your opponent draws better cards than you in the same deck, what's the point, right? Our hand isn't that bad, it's just, I hate to play that game out. Alright, opponent goes first still, but now we have 3 lands and no removal. We have a lot of removal in the deck, just like we have a lot of lands in the deck, but this is... Alright, new experience. How does it feel to lose every game? It's almost like chewing 5 gums. Monastery Sphere. Draw a card. Do nothing. Yep. Alright, how would it be to take turn 1 and 2 off? This is what I get for keeping a hand with 3 lands. You know, all those virtues in the last game that basically did nothing? That could be useful here. Bottom. Okay, we're going to take 3. We'll go to 12. They got a roll here. Roll Tide. They do have a roll. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Not even anything for us to remove. Godric? Okay. Just attack with Godric? Huh. We'll go down to 5. We'll remove their Godric, and we'll probably still die. I need to top deck a land just to not die from this stupid hand. Another Godric. Okay, they have a play, so I'm out. If they have any play, I will die. Yep. Our opponent didn't miss a beat, and we missed every beat, so that's a game for you. I mean, we couldn't draw a land in our 26 land deck. Why did I think I was going to draw a removal in our 7 removal deck? With our opponent going first, no less. I don't know. I don't know. Black Knight. Hello, opponent. Are you going to be a control deck? We get to go first, but no removal again. I guess we'll be turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. I don't think I need a green mana by themselves. Okay, our opponent's not just a control deck. They're controlling their brain right now, so they can't really think. Black Lotus Sleeves. What is that from? Is that from the tournament? Who knows? I guess this is a new month, so we're in gold. Ah, it's terrible. Gold players. Hello, dragon. Face the power of Pongpongkyang. Okay, no. No. That one. Jesus! Hello? I mean, it loaded very fast, so I assume it's not his internet issue. He's just having a stroke. Alright, I guess he's done with his stroke. Two mana. Hopeless Nightmare. It's that deck. I'm gonna discard my Sheoldred. Can he kill a Sheoldred in that deck that's full of removal and discard cards? Or what do you think? Well, I don't need a cut down against that deck anyways. Alright, let's see. This does force him to have an edict. Why did I clicked it too fast. See if it has an edict. If he does have an edict, he does have an edict. Otherwise, we might be able to do something. 26 land deck, we're gonna be land short again. Not just a 26 land deck, we got a lot of ramps. We have the Tortoise. We got the Mosswood Dread Knight. It's not really a ramp card, but it's a card draw. And maybe get us a lance. Who knows? Alright, there goes mana number 3. And Phyrexian Arena. Well, we gotta play this as a land, right? Here, draw your card. He's thinking about whether or not to go for the throw Sheoldred, which makes no sense not to do. So, I don't know. He's just holding up all the turns. Alright. Takes the damage anyways. Goes down to very low. Maybe he'll play his own Sheoldred. Okay. Archfiend. Not a very good card to play right now. I'll tell you that.
Enough.
Why don't you sacrifice that card?
Off you go.
And why don't you also take a bunch of damage? Down to 4. I think he just dies. Draws a card, takes 2. He has to go for the throw. Actually, it takes 3 from Sheoldred. And then he has to go for the throw Sheoldred or he dies. But he goes for the throw Sheoldred. That's only 2 mana. 3 mana left for the rest of the turn. And he still dies from me playing the next Sheoldred. So GG. Oh, come on, just explode. Jeez. Take 2 hours for 1 turn just to lose. That's embarrassing. Aha! Get out here. Stupid Black Knight. Enjoy your Go League while I move slightly higher. Sucker! I don't know. That's a game. That's a game where we drew our 4th land and had a single removal. Against that mono red deck, that was really frustrating. We got to turn 5. We could have Gig's Command, but we didn't get to turn 5 because they went first and we had no removal. I'm still salty about that. And now we're getting a new game against Caper. Opponent goes first. We got lots of removal and a Bramble Familiar. It's probably just gonna die, but I will keep. Cottage first. There's no turn once. Spirited Companion. All right. So it's that deck. If it's that deck, right? Do I want to play the Bramble Familiar as a ramp, or do I want to hold up, go for the throw against their turn? Actually, it may not be. Do I want to play Bramble Familiar anyways? I don't think so. Against that deck. I don't think there's a reason to, right? It's better to have a 7-mana fetch quest. Later on, since all I have is lands, than to play a creature to ramp into a Liliana, which will just die. And then I'll have nothing else to play. Alright, this is not going to be fun. What am I doing? Killed the Spirit Companion and then Liliana, his token. That feels so bad. But I gotta play what I have. Gotta play what I have.
Happy to help, but I've always hated crowds.
Force the issue a little bit with Liliana. Might help. Okay, that's just not fair. Double wedding announcement onto my nothing hand? What do we do? Draw a card and lose 1 life? Yay. We drew a card and we lost 1 life.
Drop it.
Would I even get to fetch quests? I don't think I'll ever get to fetch quests. This is a free creature though. He does have a lay down arm. And there goes Liliana. And then unless I get Gix command, next turn is game over.
Fine. I'll take my zombies.
Just drew land so far and he's got a really wide board now. Actually no, he's got a lot of free cards. Which is worse than the really wide board. I have more lands. Just what I needed. I only have 2 Gix commands. I don't think I'll be able to get it. And the Bramble Familiar can actually get... No, sorceries. Virtue? That's a scary board. Even with the Gix command, I don't think I can stop that board. Gix command power 2 or less. That's too big. Alright, that's GG. That's just disgusting. Can't stop enchantments when I don't get the cards I used to stop enchantments with. All I got were land and Liliana. Liliana's very good against control, not very good against a wide board. What am I going to do? Make him sacrifice a 1/1 token? That's the problem with Go for the Throw, right? It's good against a lot of opponents, especially when they have Sheoldred. Not very good when opponent just plays tokens. Alec, 1927. New opponent. Are you going to play a less disgusting deck? Nah, it doesn't matter. Opponent goes first. Alright, we got 3 mana, and this looks familiar. Let's try it out. It's going to be a burn deck again because opponent goes first. Not a burn deck. What deck are you? Alright, well, it's a ramp deck, so none of that. Well, opponent can top deck, that's for sure. I got a familiar. Cemetery Prowler. Just gonna exile a sorcery probably. Oh, he's gonna exile battle for some reason. Why? I don't know, but it's good old Lily.
Something suspicious.
Sack a creature, you.
And for what? Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Now your turn. Anything? Glissa. Glissa's pretty good, and I don't... I'm not sure if I want to discard my card. I could discard a land, which is nothing. I I guess we'll start with discarding a land. I was thinking about discarding the Graveyard Trespasser just to Gix command and bring it back. But that is not the best play. I can also... Well, I'm probably +1 in here, right? I could also discard land and just Gix command out the Glissa and get life gain out of this. But once you get a... Actually, no, it's fine.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Tired of the secrets? Tired of secrets yet? Now, what do you discard? Tear Asunder. That I'm not sure you wanted to do that. Alright. Give me a second. The Glissa will definitely attack through, right? So I want him to sacrifice the Glissa. But the Gix command is so good. Maybe I'll just put a Graveyard Trespasser and eat his board. No attacks, end turn. It's not trample, right? That is not right to attack a Planeswalker. It's just bad play. You're supposed to attack face, and then use the last ability to remove from the Planeswalker. A lot of people forget that, and it's just kind of sad. I sometimes forget it. Sheoldred Edict, sacrifice my Planeswalker. Alright, good play. I guess. Sort of good play. I will return... Well, first of all, E-sack creature, and I'll return 2 creatures. Return my Bramble Familiar. You sacrifice your Glissa. I'll exile your Glissa. And now I have nothing to fight against Sheoldred. Fun. Stomper. Stomper also means that he has basic lands, which is really annoying. Virtue's okay, I guess. I've been exiling all cards on the graveyard, so Virtues won't actually hit anything. That's really annoying, huh? I need to top deck a land for this to actually mean something. At least I'll have a 4/4. Not gonna play your Sheoldred? You sure about that? He's at 9, he doesn't play Sheoldred. Somebody's gutsy. Alright, that's not a land. We can play Bramble Familiar, which is not a land. That doesn't help at all. I could pass turn. That's really, really bad. What can I actually do here? This is a terrible draw. I love Graveyard Trespasser, but we can't actually get through with the Trespasser somehow. So... I feel like the Virtue would just die. And minusing on one of these actually won't do much of anything. So, not drawing a land there really hurts. And I don't know if there's a guarantee that I will draw another land. But as soon as I play it, I'm going to draw a land. Should have attacked. Instead of playing Bramble Familiar, I should... Well, I don't have enough mana for that anyways. But I was thinking of, if I attacked, if he blocked with one of those, I could have Virtue afterwards. And killed that. Might have been a play. Who knows? This is the problem with my Golgari deck, is that I never actually get the cards I need at the moment. Whereas in these stupid mirror matches, my opponent always do. And that's really annoying. I hate it when my opponent gets the card they need. Is there a buff in a Golgari deck? No, he just wants to trade. Okay. He wants to trade and then bring out his Sheoldred. And a Glissa. We get go for the throw, so there's that. -3/-3 on your Glissa. Go for the throw on your Sheoldred. Should I wait a turn? Would he have anything else? He gains life from Sheoldred, and I don't know if I want him to gain life, right? If I attack, he blocked with a Topiary Stomper. That'll feel dumb, so I don't want to attack. And he's got one card left. He's going to have a pretty good top deck. I don't know if he has protection, but I'm kind of scared that he might. So I played it that way. Should have looked at his deck. I don't think he has protections. Not with all these sort of exile cards. Virtue's pretty good. I'm not gonna get my 7th land, huh? Yeah, I'm not gonna get my 7th land for sure. Oh, I did get it. Well, let's see if this sticks. If it doesn't stick, I die anyways. He's gonna exile his own Sheoldred. That is a play. Did he play anything? No, so I'll get a 4/4. Last card's Tear Asunder. That would be hilarious. Alright, thanks for the Glissa. A cut down. That's interesting. A cut down can take out the Mosswood Dread Knight. I really have nothing. I have no creatures to play. I don't have my creature land. I have a Bramble Familiar, which I don't think I want. So no attacks, and it will turn into a 4/4. Does he have any creatures too? He has no creatures. Let's see if he turns the cottage. If he doesn't, we can beat him. No. Okay, GG. Yeah, top deck, a cut down at the most crucial moment. Could not get a land whenever I need to. Our opponent has like 17 lands, so there's our play. No, that was not fun. I hate mirror matches. Like I said, right? It's just not fun when your opponent gets better draws than you. And that's how I feel every time I have a mirror match. It seems like... I mean, what could I have played better there against that game? You could have said that I shouldn't have exiled all his creatures, but I never actually got my 7th mana until very end, and by then it would not have mattered. And every time I exiled a creature, I was dealing damage to him, which with the Graveyard Trespasser, it was doing something. Alright, we're gonna go first with no removal, but 2 Graveyard Trespassers, so maybe that will be tempo enough against a burn deck. Oh no, it's burned though. It's got these things, those spiders. Alright, this is a sorcery, right? Yeah, it's a sorcery, so let's draw the card right now. You never know. Oh, come on, another? I hate it so much. Stop giving me mirror matches. Nobody likes playing mirror. Glissa. Very good. I guess we'll go for... Did we go for the Thor Glissa? That feels dumb. He can attack me and draw a card though, so... I don't want that to happen. We'll get our Dread Knight out. And if he has a Sheoldred, at least we have our own Sheoldred to counter that Sheoldred. And then he'll have Go for the Throw, and then we'll be out. All these Graveyard Trespassers. Perfect card against a lot of decks. Worst in mirror match ever. And we have 4, we draw 3. So... let's hope it does something. There's a Tortoise. Come on, Tortoise. He gets a land. Ugh. Alright, well. At least we can attack him. Get rid of your underdog. No block? 5 mana. I'm gonna whiff if I turtle, right? I feel like I'm gonna whiff if I turtle. I feel like I have to turtle anyways. Do I have to turtle anyways, or do I Sheoldred? Didn't whiff that hard. Normally I do. But he's 1 mana up on me now. 5, 6 mana. He played it. This came into play this turn, right? Yeah. So 6 mana. What can he do with 6 mana? Gix Command. Gix Command doesn't wipe the board. And yeah, this is the problem with this deck, right? Gix Command doesn't wipe the board. So he could play a Sheoldred, which I can kind of stop. He can attack with Turtle. He does attack with Turtle. Whiff. Fantastic. I'm not blocking. I mean, I'll take the 3. Glissa. Another play. Liliana.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Alright, I'll sack my Dread Knight.
One of your friends has to leave.
So, we got 5 mana. And we can kill this. Is that lethal? Huh? Over there. Let's see. We'll remove your Sheoldred. That's 1 extra damage, right? And then that's 6. We didn't whiff. Didn't matter. I could have also attacked with the Mishra's Foundry, but hey, you know what? We got a mirror match win because I'm that much better of a player. Not because of any of the cards I drew. Obviously, the cards we drew are exactly the same, and I played it way better. I hate mirror matches. That was the reason why. Anyways, so that is Golgari deck. I don't like what the matchmaker did. This is terrible, because I queue up with the Golgari deck. I played 5 or 6 games. I think at least half of the games were mirror match. Maybe even more than half. Maybe it was 4 out of 6. I don't remember, but it is horrendous to play against mirror match because it's not fun. No matter what you're doing, right? It is just, oh, an opponent's drawing the same card, an opponent's playing the same card. I'm not here to play poker. I'm here to play Magic. The point of Magic is to play against different opponent with different decks, not the same deck over and over. I'm okay with it being like, you know, even mono red burn or aggressive, the human creature deck, or Azorius Control, Esper, Legend, whatever, right? Have some variance so that at least I can have more fun playing. But no, just Golgari midrange against Golgari midrange. And whoever lends Glissa get to pop their enchantments and win. That's not fun at all. But talking about the deck itself, though, the deck is fun. The Golgari deck is a pretty fun deck to play because we got answers to creatures, right? We got answers to Planeswalker. We got answers to enchantments and artifacts, sort of. Well, more enchantment answers than artifact answers. And we got ramp. We got Blower Wipe. We got end game sort of a return or reanimator card. We got a lot of cards in this deck that can answer every kind of metagame to an extent. We also have Graveyard Trespasser to answer Graveyard Synergy decks. So we got a lot of different dimensions to play, and I really love that style of play. So Golari Rock is a good deck. today has been, interesting. I would say that this deck is highly recommended on the current arena games, but of course, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in recent future when Exelon gets released, whether or not the Golgari deck will still be as good, or even better. I don't know if there's any good Exelon cards to put in the Golgari deck. I haven't seen all the spoilers, but it seems like a lot of big cards. Dinosaur cards, maybe is better for like a red version. Maybe a Jund deck. Maybe a Jund Fight Club deck. That would be fun. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.